The following is a presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. Well, welcome to this special 100th episode version of This is Sparta MSU. It is Thursday, August 3rd, 2023. Welcome to the only show about Spartan Dawgs, hosted by Spartan Dawgs. As I said, this is Sparta MSU 100, baby.
Hey,
I'm your host.
Hey, you said, hey.
Yes. 100. I mean, we getting down with these reps now, so it's good to see everybody. I'm Jason Strayhorn. I couldn't do this without my two dogs in the fight. There's Otis Wiley right there, the hard-hitting safety. You know, Choo is around. We're celebrating 100 episodes that you guys see right now. He is around. He's just trying to. He's working out through some technical difficulties. It's being Choo. That's what we do. Don't worry.
We're gonna get to the 5-yard line, 10-yard line.
Right.
Gonna come in. He gonna come in like
heavy. He gonna punch it in a second. If this is your first time joining the show, we want to welcome you. If this is not, we want to thank you, especially for being with us along this 100 episode journey. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and don't forget to go in the live chat. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have a lot of fun. The live chat is where the party is at, and let us know where you guys are watching from. We got to celebrate everybody. So, Otis, before we get into it, happy 100th, brother.
Man, 100,
yes.
Man. Listen, all the work, all the time that we've spent together.
It all.
Man, we got to give shouts outs to Mama Stray, Alicia, because, we started this thing, we was out here
from cell phones.
We was out here struggle. Not trouble, struggle. And then she came in, was like, whoop, bam, puts a little bow in it and put that juice behind it, man. And we had the right gas. And then now we're here at 100, man. Looking back, it feels like it was just yesterday, obviously. We're not even a year yet, but man.
Not even a full year.
Not at all, man. So it's been crazy. Been great. We've had some great times on this show, man, where now, hey, we got a number of families. It's a family reunion every Tuesday, Thursday. So it's good, man.
Right. We got a new extended family. This is Sparta MSU family. Man, there's so much more. We thank everybody for what we've been able to accomplish, but there's so much more that's going to be going on. And, football season, we're on the eve of it, the cusp of the new football season and the basketball, all these things. And we just want to, celebrate everybody, celebrate you today along with us so that we can, get ready and reset for that 100 plus episodes. Yeah. We're going to do it again, man. We're going to take it to the moon. Hey, look, camp opened up and look here. There he is. Ooh. There he is.
Sun's out, guns out.
Can't go 100 without Chew.
Hey, you know what? Chew, did you purposely do that so you really could come here?
The man loves a grand entrance.
It's like, what play we calling for heavy, boy? They coming in like, just give me.
There it is.
Hey, Choo.
Punching in.
It's called White Castle Night.
Oh, you feeling good right now? The White Castle Night.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Hey, look, Choo, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
It wouldn't be right without you here. And what you drink? Some Gatorade?
Shoot, it's a 100 show. As they say in Africa, you got to come correct.
Do
they say that?
They do.
Come correct. Choo coming in to score from the half-yard line. Are those guns registered?
Hey. You know what? I thought about something and I screenshotted it. I saw somewhere there was an article and it was a picture of me and running. It was like, Jehuu Caulcrick runs it was against Kent State, 3 touchdowns and 130 yards or so. I was like, these mothers, see, they try to say I only get like 1 yard or something, 100 something yard, $120 plus. So yeah.
Oh man, you was en route to being a 200-yard guy against Notre Dame in the worst game I ever had to sit on the sidelines for in that rain. I remember that. I was pissed. They didn't keep handing you that rock. That got John L. fired.
Always ask, what's the longest run though for the
55 yards.
55. Who's that again?
It was against UAB.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember you was scooting. I was like, damn, that was scooting. Yeah. It was like you had to.
the thought was, don't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't get caught.
And that's when you used to look up at the
jumbotron
on the video board. Yeah. Like,
who's chasing me? Man.
Yeah, you're like,
For the record, that's things that us linemen never even consider.
Yeah, you out here like,
to see who's chasing us.
Yeah.
Hey, like, Stray, did you just hit the sideline and be like, hey, I'll see you on the sideline to celebrate you, dog?
Right. Because I'm not on PAT because the slum snapper comes.
No, you got to go in the end zone to celebrate. I always want to.
I know he did.
Being a big back, you always want like. It was that cusp because you got to choose the lineman because as a running back, when you score, like the coolest thing is when you jump and your lineman pick you up and hold you in the air, dirty dancing style. Being a big back, you got to choose which lineman you go to.
The strongest one.
Right. You're like, I saw your bench this week.
We going over here.
Yeah.
Hey, too, I would have had your ass up there.
I know you would, Stray.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, look. I'd be like, hey, you going to give me a little jump start, a little jump up first.
Right. Oh man, guys, look, camp opened up for day one. Yesterday, and there's a lot of stuff going on. We're just going to cover.
I was in the building today.
How was it over there?
I was too.
Yeah, because we're getting some updates, but like, what did you see when you walked through the building today, Chew?
Yeah, I was in for the later after practice, and they were going through meetings, and they were going to have special teams. But I had the opportunity to see some players walking around, and it's that typical first day of camp. Everyone's excited. Everyone has, that visions there. I had an opportunity to talk to Coach Hazelton, and he, I was like, "Hey, the boys going to be ready?" He said, "We're going to be ready." Saw a couple of the linemen. Everyone had a spring in their steps. It's the first day of fall camp. When it gets to, the second week, when your body starts, those hits start adding up, the hip flexors start hurting, the strains and everything like that. But right now, it's such a great optimistic build in there. As we see number 10, Noah Him in there.
Hey, my man's look good on day one, though. I can tell you that now.
Yeah? Did you get a chance to see practice, though?
So I came on the tail end where they were doing some, like, cool-down drills because I got the call, like, hey, get over here to practice. I'm like, what's up? It's like, the air conditioning units ain't cold enough. I'm like, man, that ain't my job.
Damn,
who called you for that?
72 hats. Like, what is that?
No, I'm like, well, it was more so like, hey, you got how it is. You got a connection. We got any refrigeration. I was like, cool, yeah. Let me call in some folks, and I did. But I was like, man, we ain't had none of that, man.
Right. And it was hot in that weed. It was hot in that weed today.
Yeah. But like when you go in there straight and true, like they have 2 tents. You got these big Spartan like fan that's coolers that basically under the tent gives you some cooling when you have breaks and water breaks, so you can sit down. So they got 2 of those big tents on the sideline. And
for players?
For players when they take the breaks. Yeah, man. It's like pro style. Now it was hot, but it wasn't. We didn't experience hotter days, and it was 2 days. So like, right. And they were in shells too. So I was like, man, like I get it. You want to keep the body temp low when they take these breaks. But we got it done, man, from a standpoint of at least I answered the call and tried to deliver the solution. But they found out they didn't get it done. But no, everybody looks good. Everybody's fresh. Everybody got fresh legs right now. They fresh.
Bushy tail, freshmen, all naive, thinking they're gonna play both ways and everything. Yeah.
Hey, and they ain't nervous. Ain't no lineman nervous for that run test or nothing.
Right.
Man. Ain't no. We ain't got to do 20 half gases, 16 110s. None of that. It's a different world.
Yeah.
A better world, I might add. I like it. You know, so guys, we're not going to get into any details with what happened with the team just yet. We're going to say that for another show. But MSU did unveil the Tom Izzo football building, that new locker room yesterday. We're going to toss to a little video here.
Oh, hold on. Woo! What? I'm in You know, I keeps the stack. You know what I'm talking about. Off-white laces and stuff. You know, I keep the stack. We here though. I'll give y'all a good look. Body man, what's up? How you liking it? He loves it. Jamie! Wow. He loves it. The sound coming.
Incredible, guys. Look at that. What do you guys think of the locker room?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm out here like, man, them old wooden oak boys we had, man. And hey, I remember when they tried to upgrade the Gatorade machine, we was like, let's go, hydration. You talking about refreshment?
And the thing too, like in there's a big cold tub in the middle of the locker room. Yeah. So you don't have to do that. Go in, shower, go to the training room, then come back again. There's a cold tub in the middle of the locker room as well.
Yeah, we're about to get that barbershop lined up. We're gonna have the people ready for it, looking smooth out there. But it's that, like you said, pure joy if their faces of basically you sat and waited for this entire time in lieu of going across the street, being displaced, not being able to truly enjoy that locker room. There's nothing better than the locker room and being able to be with your brothers after you're sweated and worked out, did the practice and the whole nine, prepared for the season. So, man, fresh, that LED lighting, man, like that's a whole new deal, man. I'm excited for him too. And yes, Rolanda, I am jealous. Like, why wouldn't I not be jealous? I'm human. I'm human.
I think it's great. It's going to be obviously great for recruiting. It's great, that the players will have the opportunity. And we talked about it for them having the opportunity for the camaraderie, that culture within the locker room. It's going to be super cool. But, just like the arms race and everything is keeping up with the Joneses, have no fear, Spartan Nations. In 5 years, you will probably be able to buy those lockers at the surplus store because they're going to have to replace them and do something.
No, I got a 10. It's a 10-year shelf life.
Is it 10 years in?
Okay, no, man, we gotta. He's gonna be 5 to 7. We gotta keep it going. We still got catching up.
Too much technology in there, man.
Just upgraded.
When that Big Ten expansion comes in, Clemson, Washington, Oregon, they're gonna have to redo all those things. So
look at that. Look at all them shoes there, man. I mean, I like that locker room. That like slide out thing with all the shit. That's sweet.
Because it's drying. Those are drying racks in there.
Yeah. Where you see where the shoulder pads are above the locker. Yeah, so it smells good in that locker room. Man, finally.
You can finally hug a lineman because the smell will be gone.
Some of you can't help, man. Some of you just can't help. That's sweet, man. I think that you're talking about. You thought it was the old wood. Is that what you were talking about in the locker room? Remember the wood?
Yeah.
That was brand new. Like, so I went through that. Went from the cages to the wood.
And you had cages?
Oh, hell, we had cages, man. Talk about in 94.
Cages?
Man. Yeah, freshmen used to get stuffed in there if they acted up. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, man. So when I was a freshman.
Here's a do they still red lock your locker if you because how you gonna red lock those boys unless it's got that ring lock or like system Wi-Fi locks? How you locking people out of their lockers now? Because remember, you used to get that red lock. People be like, "Ooh, they don't look good."
What was the red lock for?
So the red lock is no. Well, almost that's your warning, but you must have missed class or you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. So your privileges get cut where you get locked out. I remember, rest in peace, Mike Bell. Mike Bell had it was dirty, but Mike Bell got suspended. Obviously, he had a red lock, but then he had to get dressed in the weave where everybody else was getting dressed in the locker room. I felt so bad. I was like, "Hey man, I'll sneak you in here and get dressed in my locker, bro." I know. He's like, "Yeah." And Coach Manning, he didn't show no love for it. He was like, "You gonna learn this lesson, bro." So yeah, I'm just know how they gonna red lock you in these new technology lockers now.
Yeah,
I mean,
glass cage right? Everything you done.
Trevor, I saw that. Trevor, don't think I didn't see that.
What Trevor said?
Recruits gonna love that locker room. Any of you guys have sons who are recruits asking for a friend. It is beautiful. It is tight. Hey man.
Now so I didn't get a chance to walk in the locker room, but that is the LED screen that's above, right, where they put their face or their image on there with their number. So that's legit, man, from a standpoint of just branding, man, where you can designate that recruit's locker, put his face on there. I mean, it's branding all around, man. It's gonna be nice to see that in the action of how they do the recruiting.
Oh, so they're gonna have the big pictures because that's what you're seeing. Yeah, pictures of your hometown basketball. That's the little story about you, and I'm sure people are going to be able to donate, and for a locker to be with your own name in there. Just that'll be coming out soon, I'm sure, from Spartan Fund or something.
Yeah, probably not, because I ain't see no real estate on that brick and mortar.
They'll create it. It's all digital.
We used to see it.
Remember the little plate?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit higher of a dollar figure this time, though. Otis.
Yeah,
if history repeats itself.
I think it's bought and paid for, to be honest. It's bought and paid for by Tom is on Ish, man. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's never enough, Otis. Remember that one.
It's true.
Never enough. Look, guys, that's a beautiful locker room, but like one of our own, Kirk Cousins, was named to the NFL Top 100 list at number 42. Kirk Cousins. What y'all think about that?
I always wonder, and Chu probably can speak more on this, but like, do you honestly, at the level, are you looking for that accolade, or are you looking for that achievement? Because like, I know Kirk want to win a Super Bowl, obviously. So like, the 42 is good. People recognize around the league. That's great. I know some people are like, yeah, I want to be top 10. I want to be number one. But like, is he truly, looking at it? Yeah, he's saying thank you for all the peers of voting him in. But I know he got one goal in his mind is to win that Super Bowl. So congratulations, top 100. You got one of our dogs at 42.
Ooh, yeah. Did I see Tony Mandarich in that chat?
T-Mandarich in here?
Yeah, let's go. All right. Appreciate you. Man,
somebody send that link, let them log in real time. Go ahead and log into the show.
To Otis's point, about that, yes, it is something you do want to be, win championships and everything like that. But this top 100 is voted by your peers. And I remember sitting there when you got those surveys, even like the Pro Bowl surveys, and you're sitting there thinking about all the different guys that you play with. And, you know, you're playing in the league that's elite of the most elite. And if your peers can say you're in the top 100 players in the league, that truly means something. That's something that's truly impressive. So, yeah, I think it carries a lot of water, carries a lot of weight. Congratulations to Kirk. But obviously, just like everyone, the big goal is to win a Super Bowl.
Yes, it definitely is. It's that's always the goal to win the Super Bowl. But it's cool being top 50 players in NFL, man. I don't care. That's pretty. It is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
That's one of those things that you can, he have a little extra swag in his step when he's going to camp, as he is right now. NFL kicks off today, by the way, guys. Woo.
Yeah,
it's time.
Hall of Fame game, Browns Jets.
Yeah. Look, guys, Cal Haladay named to the Branko Nagurski trophy watch list as the nation's top defensive player. Cal looking thick and juicy on that little locker room reveal too, didn't he?
I wouldn't use those words.
Saucy.
You lost me at juicy. But
what juice are we talking about, guys? There's several different kinds of juice.
No, I was thinking more juicy, like a turkey or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But like the funny thing is, you that video there in Cal, like everyone's going crazy about the locker room, and he's just walking by, like, "Yep, I changed here, I changed there, and I go to work."
Nice.
Hey, I grew up on a farm. I don't need nothing but the ball. Well, I like how they call him different nicknames, like Body Man. His Body Man.
Body Man. Is he wearing gloves this year, Chew?
No, he said
he is not.
Chew said, okay. I was trying to help your rumors that you were going to start. But anyway, Trey Mosley named to the Werfel trophy watch list. Trey, there it is.
Bro, them black beauties.
The Shadow Boy.
Yeah, man. I saw Trey today too, man. Trey he cool as a fan, man. Like, he gonna get the job done. He's a professional, pure professional, man. But that wide receiver room is really big. But for him to get that be on the watch list, it's always good for preseason awards to be on the watch list. That's just you being recognized, obviously, for your work on the field and obviously in the green and white. So it's good, something to continue to put product on the field, produce. So let's hope that he continues to climb up that list for the end of the season awards.
Yeah, that Werfel trophy list, just by the way, that's for the FBS player who combines exemplary community service with leadership achievement on and off the field. And so that is Trey Mosley. So just give it to him now. He got the preseason Werfel trophy. In my opinion, that's one heck of a young man. And we're looking for him to have a big season and fulfill all of his dreams. Guys, we got to get to, what everybody wants to talk about, man. It's our 100th show, and we're going to go over the top 10, I guess, as voted on by you, the fans, the people
in
who
no
watch
particular order,
family,
right?
In no particular order at all. That we're going to get to those top 10 moments in this is Sparta MSU history after this message from our friends over at IHOP.
$5 all-you-can-eat pancakes are back to celebrate IHOP's 65th anniversary. So come on in, even if it's your birthday too. Available for a limited time, only at IHOP. Download the app and start earning free food.
It is time, 21. Drop them pancakes. There it is. All right, top 10 moments from This is Sparta MSU history in our first 100 episodes. Thank you for being here for our 100th episode.
History.
In history.
Hey, we top flight security world, Craig.
What's up, Mama Hall? What's up, Pops? What's up?
I saw that transformation photo of Jordan Hall there from January to now.
Hey,
that's crazy, man.
In no particular order, and this has nothing to do with the intimidation factor because you're actually in the chat, the live chat. But Tony Mandarich makes the cut. He's the first one we're going to talk about. Tony Mandarich, here's the clip.
This was way before steroids, before I took any steroids. And that's a very sensitive subject because not many people know about that. So I don't want to get triggered or anything, right? So there's a misconception of people, including people that are even older than me, that, oh, well, you played good because you took steroids, and it's like, okay, well, then why didn't everybody play good? Because there was a lot of guys taking steroids in the Big Ten, and there was a lot of guys taking steroids at that time in the country. And it was like, so, and again, I'm not condoning the use of steroids, but it's like, you still, as you guys all know, you got to be able to think on the run. You have to be able to listen to calls, and one of my big things was also, if I'm this big and this strong, unless I can run, it doesn't matter. Unless I'm playing nose guard or, and I just need to clog up both, A gaps or whatever, that's a whole different ballgame. But if I need to be pulling and blocking on an island, it's like, you have to be athletic. You have to be able to run. You have to be able to have footwork. You have to be able to do all this. You have to be able to do with, audibles. You have to, and then think about all the things that people don't talk about. You got to not get in trouble off the field. You got to go to class, and, there was people before my time that say, you got to go to class, stay eligible. Of course, I didn't take that attitude. I took the attitude of, I want to be a Rhodes Scholar. But that's why I graduated last summer, or last fall, I should say, after a 33-year hiatus.
Oh, man, that's still funny, man.
So I was sitting here looking at it, and I'm like mimic and just laughing. And
I had the same thing. I was like, am I live right now?
That's the same thing. I was like looking at it. I was like, wait a second, I'm not wearing this.
Right. I know. I was actually in Georgia, like the Georgia football office, and I'm like, I was having a delay, and I'm like, oh, I finally heard you guys are laughing.
We know you was wearing those colors. You out here. I'm gonna get a.
Oh man, I wear neutral. I didn't have any laundry at that stop. Here we go, man. Dang, man. All right, look, I'll take that on the chin. But that man, Tony was.
I agree. I think that was the best one. I mean, I know.
And there's no particular order.
But let's be real. Like, that was one of those conversations. Like, it was legit.
It was a real conversation. I love Tony's candor. I love how, open, how, and he, talked about his time in Michigan State, how much he loves being a Spartan. And I know he's in the chat now. I'm going to call him out. We got him to commit to coming to a game this year.
Michigan.
The Michigan, October 21st. Book your flight, Tony.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be talking. Hey, look, all the coaches, they were excited when we told them about this, Tone. So hey, like the whole team is going to be educated on Tony Mandarich and the history of it. Look, it's important. We love it. That was an awesome interview. But like, you're an awesome person, and we thank you for tuning in, man. It means a whole lot. It really does mean a whole lot to us, man. So we'll continue the show here with our second moment that we want to talk about in no particular order, but it is Katin Houser. Katin Houser makes a cut. Let's go to the clip.
It was a crazy kind of turn of events. I mean, I was committed to Boise State. I committed there without seeing it. It was during COVID and everything. It was tough in that aspect, just trying to find the right school and trying to commit early. And then as of late, like Michigan State hit me up and started recruiting me. And I talked to Tucker a little bit, talked to Jay Johnson, and they were showing me a lot of interest, and I was like, I want to go see it. I want to go see what Big Ten football is like. I want to see what the Midwest is like. So I took an OV, pretty sure it was in July, and I went up and I looked at the campus. I looked around, saw the facility, saw the vibe from the team and the coaches staff, and I saw the opportunity for me to step in and be developed and be the best quarterback I can be at this school. So with that, everything that went into that, it felt right for me. So I made that move. I committed. And since then, I mean, I love it up here. I mean, I didn't think that from being from West Coast, Southern California, going to the Midwest, how that transition would affect me and how I'd enjoy it. But so far, it's been great. I love it up here. And I found some really good friends on the team and stuff like that. And I'm really enjoying just like the team and going around campus and East Lansing itself. It's just a great place to be. So I'm really happy right now.
Katin Houser, look, the same look that Chew had on his face then he has now. He'd be funny. You weren't smiling.
All he
Hey,
was,
man. Hey,
Noah,
QB,
Noah,
baby.
Noah Kim is him. Noah Kim is
I
him.
knew my boy him didn't make the top. Come on now. Come
Who
on.
said that? We don't
What-
know, but yeah.
What episode is when we were calling out Chew and he disappeared from the set? What
That was
episode?
Chuck Brantley. Chuck
It was
Brantley. When he came back, when I said, if you transfer, you shouldn't come back. And you know what? I'm sticking to that now.
And then we came through it and like he came back and we called you out. He was ghost.
But during that, like during the Katin Houser, which was a phenomenal interview, got a lot of interest. A lot of people voted for Katin. Tony said, because of our invite for him to come to the Michigan game, he says they're not going to test me. They're not going to drug test me, are they? I'm like dying over here. And then what did Trevor says? Something
Only
like
breathalyzer.
only a breathalyzer.
And
Hey,
then
you know
Harry,
what? We should give Coach Manning the show with the
Yeah. Harry
saying,
wants Tony to speak at the Downtown Coaches Club that Friday.
Oh man, we're gonna set up some stuff here, man.
Mm.
Be nice to be undefeated at that time, wouldn't it? It'd be great. Good. Look. I think that Katin Houser was great. Chew doesn't want to get into too much detail with him, but Otis, like, what do you think? Like, there's a quarterback battle going on. People like quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the caliber, like I guess the character of guys we have in that quarterback room. So I think it's you see leaders and leadership in all of them, and I think you also see a different swag or different. I don't even know the word is just from a standpoint of leadership / they know that they're going to go out there and give them their all and their best, but also fight through that adversity because that quarterback position, I mean, it's a roller coaster, and if you sit on those woes, like you'll get lost in the sauce there, man. So for them to see how poised he is, and then we had Noah Kim and him, they're just poised guys, man. So obviously we know they keep saying open quarterback battle, but they all look good on day one. So every day I'm gonna go out there and check it out and see who's separating themselves from the pack. But he was good, man. He was good. He was very chill, but also conversational with us, where he understood the assignment. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Look. Speaking of knowing the assignment, everybody loves this next one. And we got a chance to hang out with him at the Spartan Dawgs Con here last weekend. And it's none other than your favorite linebacker from back in the days, Ike Reese. Ike Reese talking a little bit about Coach Saban. Here we go with him.
I still never get this. He brought me on, and we were talking about, just Michigan State stuff, and it was off the record where he and I was talking. Yeah. It was off the record when I was like, you know what, man? I'm actually thinking about coming out, man. And he went on the radio and said that. Oh, my goodness. And he asked Coach Saban about it. And Coach Saban felt like he got blindsided and didn't know how to answer the question. Boy, I got soon as you walk in there, as soon as I walked in that building, it's like, Coach Saban want to see you. I'm like, I don't even know what he wants, though. I'm like, okay, what's up, Coach? I'm saying, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. So of course he yelled at me or nothing. I was like, I don't know what he talking about. I didn't say that.
I love how both of you on cue did the Coach Saban.
Telling you, bro. That's something. Ike Reese is always a treat to have on the show. It just be around, man. He just always intense, funny, and man, look, he's even better to go out with on a Thursday or a Saturday night out in East Lansing. Almost as good as going out with Chew. I'll tell you that. He runs a close set. But yeah, that was a great interview, wasn't it, guys?
Oh yeah, I wasn't there, but I remember I hopped on before. And to say, hey, I got to say what's up to my big bro, Ike, because seeing him on the sideline when we were playing was like you watch him growing up all the time. And so I know that was a good one that I hate that I had to miss. But I did tell him, like, hey, I wish I could be there doing this interview with y'all, but y'all held it down. But Ike is a man, man.
Fly, Eagles, fly. That's for you, Tony L. And everybody out there. Moving on to our next guest that made the cut, Dr. Rema Vassar, MSU trustee.
Dr. Rema Vassar, MSU trustee. You think after 100 we can get it?
It's all good. We keep rolling. Hey, you know what's crazy though?
You
You know what's crazy? She spoke into existence though, right?
Yeah. Talking about
that bill signed now. That bill signed.
That bill is signed. Does that mean it's
signed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get updates on it.
Yeah, we gotta wait for a little bit. give me to next week.
Are there gonna be suds flowing in Spartan Stadium?
Hey,
I mean, it's gonna be. I just hope, man, nobody ruins it. Like throwing cans out there.
No one's gonna ruin it.
Cans.
What are you thinking about? This happens. Like this, you guys make it seem to be like. No, you guys make it seem to be like.
First of all, let me correct you.
What?
You guys ain't no you guys now. You say
yeah,
you guys make it seem.
Everyone out there is in a pant like this. The first time ever there's going to be alcohol sold at a sporting event. NFL does it. Other colleges do it. It's going to be fine.
Right, did it. For crying.
Hey, but I do know where the drunk tank's going to be at. So I did walk the stadium because like, where are we going to do our makeshift jail and drunk tank? He was like, this one is already the drunk tank.
It's been there. Let's go to the clip of Dr. Rema Vassar. Here we go.
And this is kind of the controversial piece, right? There are a couple of trustees who have really pushed to sell alcohol. I think that's important. You know, I don't drink.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah, I don't drink. Again, a full nerd. I've never smoked marijuana a day of my life. I don't drink. I don't do any of those things. But I do know people drink, and that. Oh wow. Okay. So yeah. So on the job they drink. So I do know that it's important, and really that Michigan State game let me know we could be getting paid. I mean, these people, I'm telling you, they drank for 3 days before they got to the game. And so they're already falling down, getting carried out the stadium. If we have the alcohol there, I think it actually would be safer because people wouldn't be getting drunk before they get there. And we could also be selling that and making a profit.
Prophetic words there by our trustee chair of the board, chairwoman.
Hey man, I'm just trying to say my fro was crispy.
Yeah, man. What happened? Your fro went down, shoes went up.
Oh,
I stayed the same.
The summertime, man. Summertime. I take everything down. Wave, but now it's about to grow. It's gonna grow back out. Yeah. But no, I like that.
Oh, there it is. There go Chew with the. I'm not moved by this.
You guys do it.
You guys take it. Inside joke, but look, it's always good to have a trustee actually take the time to come on. This is Sparta, the MSU. We really appreciate Dr. Rema Vassar coming on, and she made the cut, and it was voted on by the people.
No, I agree with you. Shrey, 100%. You know, having that insider trading, having the trustee coming on, answered a lot of questions for the people, for our fans that listen. I thought it was really cool, even though she did call me out on, having a little sip on the air.
Drink on the job. Yeah, that's what we do. It's all good. Hey, look, we're gonna get some updates from Otis next week about what's going on with that. But I think things sounds good. Moving on, Jim Comparoni makes the cut. The value of the transfer portal. Let's talk and see. Let's look and see what Jim said.
Yeah, I think any fair and sensible fan can understand why players in this structure would be interested in going and seeing what they're worth on the free agency market. And I don't follow a lot of the responses on Twitter. I see some of the things on our message board at SpartanMag.com. I was so busy Sunday night writing that I didn't see a lot of the discussions. I know that some people were bothered by it, but really the only Michigan State fans that were bothered by it were Michigan State fans who don't follow college football and don't know what's going on. If you follow college football and you know what's going on, this is going on all over the country, and it's going to get, I don't know if worse is the right word, but it's going to be more and more amplified where, I've heard, I think someone else mentioned Did Lane Kiffin mention this? I know that Terrence Oglesby mentioned this. Former basketball player at Clemson. He's got a podcast. Does really well. I heard him say this winter, just before the tournament started, he said that he could see the day come when every single college basketball player enters the portal after the season. It just becomes compulsory. Everybody enters the portal after year, because right now there might be a little bit of a deterrent. If you're a player, you might be able to gain a little bit of loyalty from the coach that you're trying to impress for playing time by not entering the portal. But you know what? If 10 or 12 guys did, 15 guys did, then they all, what's to keep everybody from all going to find out every year what they're worth on the market?
Yeah, that's a very good. That was a great episode. I really enjoyed that episode because one, it was an educational piece. Talking about the portal, talking about NIL and everything like that. Because that is the new way of football. That is not just football, but that's the new way of collegiate sports. So we have to get used to it. So and also too, once you start embracing it, you'll be fine, because it just like NFL, when the season's over and there's that NBA, there's that free agency period there that opens up. It's the exact same thing with college football now in the transfer portal.
Hey, Otis, what you think?
I mean, it took me a long time when we were doing that interview to realize that backdrop was a fake one. It was a fake backdrop.
It was like,
I was just playing. No, Jim. Look, Jim is the OG, because obviously Jim. What was great about that episode was, like, even before he jumped on, we were backstage. Like, he knows exactly everything about us coming into Michigan State. Like, that was one of those things of, he is a vault of knowledge and history of Michigan State. And when he talks, he knows what he's talking about. He's not searching or Googling stuff. He does the work. And so all the information that he's given us was valid, man. And so he also earns a spot of coming back on, just because he has all that wealth of knowledge but also for the fans and our followers.
Every one of these guys are welcome back. Guys and girls are welcome back to the show at any time. But yeah, Jim, saw him down in Indianapolis at the Big Ten Media Days. Good to see him there, and love to have him back on the show. He
big time. Two was trying to get him, but he didn't make his way over to our table. Two was trying to get him, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He's all right. We'll forgive Jim.
He said we'll forgive Jim.
Yeah.
Oh man, moving on, man. We cannot forget this one. We're going back down memory lane with Jimmy Raye right here.
Yeah, so do you feel you guys lost that Rose Bowl because you guys are already national champs and you're just enjoying your trip to LA?
Yeah, we were rather than splashing on the Pia perfume, we were drinking it. We were all full of ourselves, and they were blowing us up, and Jolly Green Giants from the Midwest, and we were a big football team. Bubba and George Webster and Pat Gallinall and Gouvert. We were a big team, and we had played UCLA open with them in the first game of the season at home in East Lansing that year and beat them soundly. And so they were beating us, Lowry prime rib, who could eat the most prime rib. They could us to Disneyland and taking pictures with the Disney parade queen, and we were just eating it up. We were all up on Sunset and Whiskey a Go-Go and just having a great time.
Man, Whiskey a Go-Go and Laura. I mean, man, Jimmy Raye was classic, fella.
I can just picture it too. That because they take you to Lowry's prime for the prime rib, and they just enjoying it, like, and then that moment hits. It's just like every bowl game when you first get there. It's like, oh yeah, you forget the mission. You forget why you're there, and then it's like that third day, like, oh, okay, we got to buckle up. We got a game to play here. So I can just picture that.
I just like how in the background we're just giddy, like dying laughing. Jimmy's smooth. He's smooth with it, man. But to have guys, our lineup of guests, like we talked about this, we've had so many guests that's just been top tier, and like we can't go downwards. Like people gonna be upset. Like we gotta always bring the top talent inside this show. But Jimmy was a good
pressure.
one.
That's that pressure.
That is
pressure, right? It was good pressure. Pressure is a privilege. That's what my coach told me back in the day. Look, guys, look, that Jimmy Ray was out.
Coach told me about pressure.
What?
You either breathe diamond or you shit your pants.
There you go.
I thought you was gonna say, you know what my grandpappy said?
Grandpappy.
You ain't had a lot of them in a while, man. What's up?
Waiting for the season.
He is. Guys, this next one, we're going to talk about a little NIL maybe. No, who better to talk about that than Darien Harris, who talks about amplifying their brand with the recruits.
What I tell any recruit and their family on campus is my job specifically is to be of service to you as a student athlete and to your family and to build the future that you want for yourself. It's not the future that I think that you should want, or we're not trying to create your future. Our branding, education program is called Define You for a reason. We're not trying to redefine who you are. We don't need to change who you are. We're just trying to help you better amplify who you are. So if you come through the door and you're like, man, I want 15 to 20 NIL deals. I want to work on my brand so that companies reach out to me, or I feel comfortable reaching out to companies, and I want this many followers, and I want a blue check, and I want to do a podcast, and I want to be a TikToker. Man, that's great. Now obviously you have to still, of course, do well in school. Graduation's first. We expect a certain level on the field, or else we wouldn't be recruiting you. But if the other stuff appeals to you, well, let's rock and roll. Let's get it done.
Man, he just spits all the time, man. Hey, look, that was the former player, what was it, director of, but anyway, he's now with the NIL. He's an assistant AD, Otis. So talk about Darien Harris for a moment.
Yeah, man. Me and Darien have already came over to 1855, started actually this Monday, his office in the headquarters of athletics. And we actually went to practice together, but, we're cooking up some things behind the scenes. But Darien is a guy that, has lived it, breathed it. And now has been in the football. Now he's coming over to the administration side. And so, he's being able to help, drive the vision, control the narrative for NIL, but not just for football now. It's for our entire student-athlete population, but also our coaches, and truly bring that to fruition, because we've done a lot of education. We already talked about this. We talked a lot about educating for NIL, and it's now we're seeing the harvest of our student-athletes out on social with brands now, and so it's going to start to be aggressive and more busy for our student athletes and aligning with brands. And so him coming over here to help Alan and be a special advisor to Alan, but also help drive the initiatives for NIL is very well fitted for him, but also for his trajectory of his career. So I'm glad that we have former dogs in there. Like, I'm in the office and like, there's no other athletic department that has representation from former football players in administration like we do. Like, I remember it was me, Ashton, Darien stepping off the elevator, and Alan's waiting to get on the elevator. So when we come off, Alan's like, man, so we came off full, it's just seeing the representation of like, yeah, we came through here, but we're also being recognized of our talents off the field, and we're trying to make this place better than where we came in. So it's good to have one of our younger dogs coming in. But Darien, we all know Darien. Darien is cut from the cloth, and he's a guy that truly loves this university, but is trying to take it to the next level and competing globally, not just nationally. So
love it.
You need some offensive guys in there.
But look, hey, I see somebody in the chat that might be.
Yeah, I see Mama in there.
Yep, Mama Harris is in there. Mama Harris, Claire Huxtable voice. That's my baby. So Darien's mother's here. We didn't get Darien. We got Tony Mandarich. We got Darien Harris's mother. Look. This is beautiful.
Claire Huxtable.
That's what she said. She says it. Claire Huxtable voice. You guys remember them? You remember the Cosby Show?
No.
Did y'all grow up on that?
No.
Oh, get out of here, man. Y'all too young.
Why are you looking at me like that, Otis?
Were you serious, or are you just joking?
I'm serious. I didn't grow up like okay.
Oh, you didn't watch? I'm saying you didn't watch it though at all. You came over. I'm saying,
are you serious?
I'm not saying like you grew up with it.
I will tell you this.
Have you seen an episode? Watch.
I might lose my community card for this, but I have never seen a full episode of The Cosby Show.
Oh man.
Have you seen Color Purple?
Yeah, I've seen Color Purple.
Oh yeah.
I missed it. Look, moving on. And thank you, Miss Hare. That's right.
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood.
I've seen Boys in the Hood.
We gotta look out for our boy Fritty Loke, man. Curtis Daniel the third was on the show.
Oh, this was.
But the video show, it was just magical with all the players around. They did the dancing. The president was dancing with them and stuff like that. But Al, we ain't never going on probation with Allen as our athletic.
Just know that.
Al, I said, come on, Al, man. Come on, man. He was tripping. But yeah, Coach D is the one that made that happen because we tried to get him there for the last game in Minnesota. It didn't happen. We tried to get him there for the Big Ten championship, but Rich Homie had a concert that day, and then we forced it and made it happen to get to LA.
Didn't Rich Homie play a concert at the auditorium on campus?
Afterwards. So
right?
prior to us playing his song in the locker room, he had never been booked for a show in Michigan. So after all of that stuff, when I was talking to his dad and everything, it was helping his career. It was getting him notoriety, breaking him in the Midwest. And then after all that became the theme song, people booked him and he went and did a show at Michigan State and Coach D came out on the stage with him.
Yeah.
And it was cool because some people in that position will kind of make a person feel like you just using them, but they kind of had really struck up a genuine relationship. And Coach D, when Rich Homie started supporting us, it was cool for Coach D to come out and support him. And even, when I think they had got shot or something, he called to check in on them. Same thing with 2Dub. I mean, with, Coach D, man, that was my first time ever hearing him cry, when I talked to him about 2Dub stuff, and he supported, sent money to 2Dub's wife. And, he just wanted to stay plugged in that whole situation. But he as people know, he's a great man.
Fritty Loke, Curtis Daniel III, man, dropping them jewels, fellas.
I need one of Patchwork sweaters. They on YouTube about these Cosby Show.
Just so you know, Steve, I not only did I see Coming to America, I lived Coming to America. Yes, I'm very happy to be here.
This is bad.
Like, no, you shut the.
Oh man, that was you in New York, man. F you too.
You too. Oh man, dude, did you ever have a Jerry curl? Did you ever get that S curl, Soul Glow?
Soul Glow? No, I didn't have
it?
the Soul Glow.
No, he just got the juices and berries now. Come on,
just juices and berries.
I mean, look, that was outstanding, man. Look, guys, that was 8. So that means we've got 2 more on this list for the top moments in This Is Sparta history as we are on our 100th show. Don't forget that if you joined us late, we are celebrating today, 100 episodes today. So we are going to, it's in no particular order, but our 9th winner for today, Chuck Brantley.
All that stuff's behind you now. It's behind us. Now, what's that mindset going forward? Like, do you feel like you have a chip on your shoulders right now?
I got a real big chip on my shoulder. I can't wait. Hey, y'all thought the first 2 years y'all ain't really seen nothing, but this got to be my year. This is the bag year. It's my 3rd year. I'm a true junior. It ain't no rare shirt junior. It's true junior. I got 2 more years. Can't waste no more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chew wanted to know what's going on. That was Charles after he went in the portal and came
after
back.
He went rogue, and then he came back. He went AWOL for a minute, And then he got his senses.
What you think, O? Man? I mean, we can't.
Wish we would have clipped it. I wish we would have clipped that because that show was when we got it happened. I wish we'd have grabbed that one with you. Look, man, Chuck now is all about that business, all about that action, boss. So just seeing him, you can see the weight off his shoulders because it was stressful. Because he talked earlier about before that clip was when you push your name in the portal, it is like you just putting all the chips out there, like all in. And for him to be able to, one, tuck in the squad to recognize and honor that he's still on the team, because typically you get that transfer portal, people are like, all right, bye-bye, we're going to find somebody else to replace you, and then you sitting there left in the portal. Where at least he was able to say, hey, I'm going to test the waters, and I'm still got my spot here on my current team. But all he wanted to do was feel that love and be validated and show an affirmation from us at Michigan State, and he did get that. He got some love from making that pulling that card. So I'm looking for Zero to be out there locking down and making sure he bulking up. And I've seen the transformation. So he also has bulked up. He had that surgery, but he's bulked up so he can at least withstand the season and no injuries, because that's the main key. Is like we can't have Zero be injured because he's one of our guys, our dogs on that defense.
No doubt about it. Look, guys, I mean, that was our 9th entry as far as like the top moments, and this is Sparta MSU history. Charles Brantley was awesome. Like before we get to our last member, I guess look, we gotta go down. We gotta talk and recognize somebody. Somebody who is a feline lover. And by feline, I am talking about cats, not the cats that hang out on the street and like steal stuff from you. I'm talking about real cats. Okay? And we can't be talking about anybody but 247's own Corey Robinson. Here we go.
Kind of a 5'8" running back with really thick thighs and all that as I beat my cat out of
the That was smooth. That was smooth how you did that, Corey.
But yeah.
I didn't realize you hit that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and Otis, you was chilling in a Sprinter van, hanging out outside the Brez.
Yeah, look, I gotta get that Sprinter van back so we can ride smooth out here, man. I didn't realize I heard that thump though when he did knock him off. I did see him just hit him, and then
Cat was just trying to get some. I mean, Cat was just trying to get some screen time,
Right.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I wish we had a sound. I wish we had a sound effect like.
Shout out to Corey Robinson, man. He's a staple on the show. We're gonna try to get him on next week so we can get some like intel. Like he's got so many that we just wanted to carve out a special place for you, Corey. So
Absolutely.
Now for our 100th episode, top 10 moments of all time for This is Sparta MSU history. Lorenzo White makes the cut. And we're going to talk about the 4-hole.
He was like, hey, Renzi, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine, Coach. What's going on? You all right? He said, no. He said, I'm pissed off at the 4-hole. I said, what's wrong with the 4-hole? He was like, he took every one of the plays, right? Each one of the plays, he let me know how many yards we got in each one of the holes. And he said, we're not being productive in the 4-hole. like who does that? Like come on, I'm talking about he done broke it all down. Like how many yards I done got from each one of those holes, right? And he said we're not being productive in the 4-hole. So I was like, Coach, well, I mean, I was like, I thought we was fine,
Man, we should have got the clip where he was talking about Coach Buck sitting in the drill though.
Bleeding.
Bleeding, like
bleeding.
The thing too about it, he's like, What's the matter with the 4-hole, coach?
Remember, it was like 3 a.m. He saw the light under the dorm room door, so he like knocked on the door and opened. Like, "You all right, coach?" He's in there watching film. That was setting the scene, and I know one of our other live chat members was there. I'm sure too during that time. Tony Mandarich,
right?
Yeah, that was awesome time, man. It was always good. Like having Lorenzo on, man, and we got to have him on like for part 2, 3, 4, 5. That guy, he's got stories for days. It was awesome. That's the top 10 right there, everybody. What do you think, fellas? Like that takes me down memory lane, and I just look at the accomplishment, man, when we're hitting 100 episodes. Jehuu, it's big time.
Yeah, absolutely is. And we talked about this, in our production meeting, and, Tony L, he mentioned, a stat there, there's less than 10% of podcasts make it to 100 episodes. And, one of the biggest reasons that we are at 100 episodes is because of everyone that's in the chat here. All the followers, all the listeners that, that support us, every Tuesday and Thursdays. We talked about this earlier, in one of these episodes, is no matter what's going on in your day, no matter what's going on in your life, we hope that on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:00, we can give you some type of relief, some type of escape from what's happening. You can come here with your family, with your this is Sparta family here. And that's the important thing. That's one of the reasons why we, make it a point to come live every Tuesday and Thursday, so we can be a part of that. And no matter what's happening in your life, you have a family here. And it's so cool to hit that 100th episode, and just full steam ahead, because there's a lot more great stuff that's coming on. We're just really scratching the surface with this. We're still in learn mode. And I know at the beginning we did a lot of thank yous. Shout out to Alicia, shout out to Brendan, who's been with us, Tony G, Tony L, Pete.
I was about to say, look at you throwing a go ahead.
Hey, man, he was good. He's on a roll. Let him go.
Don't forget the Lord. The Lord has blessed us. Don't forget it.
Thank you, Jesus.
A good Catholic boy like me never forgets the Lord. So, yes, to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
And let's be real and honest here. Let's thank the people that pay our paychecks. It's Play Fly. Play Fly. We fly high, no lie. We balling, baby. Play Fly has gave us this platform, man, to do big things and work with our corporate partners. So, I got to get that plug, because this is, we couldn't do it without it. Let's be real now. We couldn't do this without that too, for sure. So, congratulations, fellas. 100.
And just for the record,
long time in IHOP.
Just for the record, I did not lose my black card because I haven't seen the Cosby Show. Okay.
I'm about to pay. Next time I'm with you, I am going to be quizzing you on some stuff, brother, for sure.
Oh, no doubt about it, man.
Hey, but he knows every game on Wild 'N Out though.
Oh man.
Now you
are we talking White Castle again? Are we talking White Castle? Unbelievable. This guy. We should have a whole show of Wild 'N Out playing with shoes in the background, watching it and seeing his interaction. That was something for everybody.
In the classroom, that was like
unbelievable.
In the classroom.
All the chance. I was like, "There's really chance to this bullshit."
That was crazy. Straight. Your face was like, "This grown man is like, he out here looking like he watching cartoons."
He was so excited about it, man. Listen, for Chew. Oh my goodness!
Oh, I like
all the versions of Chew.
Oh, that boy is colorful.
Paisley, the Ricks.
The Ricks.
I like that shirt, the top right corner down. That with the chain showing.
Yeah, I got a fresh boy. I got a fresh boy for SummerSlam coming up.
Oh, speaking of SummerSlam, do we have the promo? Can we hear that?
Oh,
what is going on? This is Sparta MSU family.
This is your boy Choo Choo coming at you. And this Saturday is the biggest party of the summer live in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field. It is WWE SummerSlam. And we're giving away a pair of tickets to come out, hang out with Choo. We'll go get some drinks before the show. Get to go. If I like you, I might even sit next to you at the show. All right? Enter to win. Subscribers only. Boom.
Here's how to enter. Go to This is Sparta MSU on Twitter or Instagram. Follow us, then click the link in bio. Click the first button, says WWE Tickets. On the next screen, just fill out the form and click Submit. But here's the most important part. Share this video with a friend to increase your chances of winning. If you both enter, your odds are better. Thank you for entering, and we'll be in touch Friday with our winners. Go Green!
Guys. Hey, Chew, look, I'm thinking we're taking that caveat out of it. If I like you, you're sitting with whoever is the winner. You are sitting with.
And everyone was like,
if I like you,
that.
I hope someone who wins doesn't be like, we never saw Chew.
right.
We're gonna meet up for drinks. We're gonna get some drinks beforehand and everything like that. We'll be fine. We're gonna have a great time. But LaRonda got me again.
Rolanda?
That's what I said.
Okay, we got it. We'll play the tape back later. That's okay.
She asked if I know how to play spades.
Ooh, nope.
Oh man. Hey.
Oh boy.
African
What about
Americans,
dominoes? Dominoes?
Can I play dominoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you set them up and knock them down.
Chew. This is why we love Chew.
She said revoked.
Listen, I eat neck bones.
Right. He's from the motherland.
I like pig feet.
Motherland. You can't kick a motherland guy out. You just can't. We can't do it. You know.
Well, Chew, I won't be there with you on Saturday because my pops, he is doing a catering job, so he needs his son to help out. So I'll be in Flint Town doing a catering job. So I'll send you pictures of the great food we serve it.
And we gonna need that on September 2nd? We're gonna need some of that.
The first, so I hope you don't show up on the second.
Right,
That's what somebody was just talking to me about September 2nd today. I was like, first. Nah.
Color guy in the booth.
Hey, Chew, go upstairs. Go ahead.
Otis will be doing sidelines. Stray's coming to the
I'll be
car.
like George. I'll be like George. I love George, but I'm like, hey, George, like this, like, oh boy, like, hey.
Y'all wilding, man.
Yeah. So I got homework. I'll learn to play spades. I'll learn to play dominoes, and I'll watch the Cosbys.
No, first of all, the first rule of thumb is you need to watch. Watch first. Ain't no learning. Is watch the moves.
I can play Uno.
Everybody play Uno.
You can play Uno. Listen to you, man.
King of Uno. I'm the king of Uno.
Look, guys, congratulations, man.
Yes.
I'm happy for all of us, man. And everybody involved. Don't forget Tony L, Tony G in the background here, Brendan. Listen, this is one hell of an accomplishment. Obviously, Mama Stray, Alicia, my wife, does a whole lot to keep this thing moving. And we couldn't do it without you two. I couldn't do it without you two, guys. Look, it's different being in this role as a host, but like being with guys that got energy like you, and it's fun to be around. I think I speak for everyone when I say we love this. And here's to 100 more episodes.
Well, I ain't got no drink. I got aloe.
Only the hard stuff right here. All right.
Hey, I'm gonna end my podcast career on 100, man. So this is my last one.
Oh, there we go. 21. He's gonna end no, he ain't. We're not gonna let him do that. We're not letting him do that.
That would be some gangster stuff.
Hey, would though. Like, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. But I'm gonna go background, and I'm not gonna be like P. Diddy in the movie. I'm not gonna be take that. I'm gonna be back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Harriet, you're always in the top 10. Don't worry, we got you, Harriet.
Yeah, Harriet should have made that breakdown, that gymnastics.
That was incredible. That was incredible. We're going to do it again.
Well,
we're going to do it
thanks
again.
to our fans, thanks to our followers. I think instead of calling them followers, it's thanks to our family. Our family truly has grown.
This is
with
Sparta
us, man.
fam.
That's right.
Sparta fan, we appreciate y'all. Because without y'all, we would not be obviously who we are doing this on the 100. So, cheers to another 100 coming up, baby. We're gonna get it right, get it tight. Next levels, baby.
Man, I appreciate it. And special thanks to Tony Mandarich. Yes, 200 is around the corner, man. Special thanks to Katin Houser, Ike Reese, Dr. Rema Vassar, Jim Comparoni, Jimmy Raye, Darien Harris, Chuck Brantley, and then none other than the 4-hole, Lorenzo White, and Coach Buck. Hey, listen,
Coach Buck.
I love you guys. For Otis Wiley, Jehuu Caulcrick, I'm Jason Strayhorn. This is Sparta MSU. Have a good night. God bless you, and go green.
Go white.
This is Sparta MSU is a combined presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. The show is produced by Tony LaBarbera, Tony Gustella, and Process Driven Consulting. Additional support is provided by Brendan Duravage. On-location technical support provided by Good Fruit Video. Be sure to follow our host Jason Strayhorn, Jehuu Caulcrick, and Otis Wiley on social media. To stay up to date with all the latest This is Sparta news, please like and subscribe by visiting our link tree and tell a friend to do the same. Thank you for your support, and as always, go green.